Hello everyone, I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to part 4 of our mini album. Whew. We are going to get this finished up. I went ahead and put in quite a bit of stuff because it will take us like, how many more episodes here. But I will go through every page. We're going to do something on every page to finish the page off and everything. And I will explain every page as we go through, so not a big deal. So, this is the paper pad. Mine, I cut a piece off there to show, but we're using Bluebells and Buttercup. It's by Craft Consortium. I love this. This is an extra pad because I love it so much. I bought myself an extra one, and then I cut a piece off, but that's okay. I'll tell you why. I screwed up. But this, you can get in 12 by 12 also. They have washi tape. They have sequins mixes. They had some charms. They also have these wood ones, which these are actual wood pieces. These work better with your 12 by 12 pack because the animals are bigger. So that it works better with the 12 by 12 paper. But these are wood. I love these. I mean, I'll probably be using these for something else. I don't know that I'll include them in the book at all. But so you can get these. I got all these off of Amazon. I will link everything, of course, for you guys. I love these wood pieces. They're perfect for cards. They're not too thick. They're definitely not thick at all. They're real wood, painted white, and then it's a decal. It's gorgeous. I love them. So I will link as much of their stuff as I can find, and it should still be available because I did look it up and see what they had. So, but I just love this. So let's get started. So in the inside cover, I just put down a piece of paper. We're not going to do nothing fancy with that. We're just going to leave it. They can put, like on this page, I thought they could put the birth announcement, because who I'm giving it to them is going to be having a baby. So they can put their own birth announcement here. Baby's first picture would be really nice here. And then maybe their 1-year-old picture here. So their newborn picture and their 1-year-old picture. So there's many things they can do. So if they don't want to put the birth announcement, they can always put the birth announcement on the back too. We got to cover the back yet. And so lots of things they can do. So now I did start because it would take us forever. So let me get my pieces out. And I didn't put this down yet. We are going to kind of do everything, some extra pieces together. So these, if you can hear, they're magnetized. Okay, now I might be too close. Okay, so you can see I got magnets down. I got the magnets under here already, but I'm going to do that on this process on there. So you can see all my magnets down there. I'll grab my tape. So the first thing I do, and I have these magnets I get off of Amazon. I love these. They're really strong. Very, very thin. I forget what they are. I forget now. 10 mil are they? I forget. But anyways, they will be linked, of course. I think there are 10. They will be linked, of course. So the first thing you want to do is put one here. Kind of center it. I'm going to tape it down. Very easy to put down magnets. Okay, so I'm just going to tape that down in the center. If my finger will come off the tape. Then let's take another piece. And I'm going to flip it upside down, so our sticky side up. We are going to grab another magnet and stick it to it like that. And now let's stick it down so we'll know right where it goes. So now it's stuck onto the magnet, and then we're just going to close it over. So now we have all 4 of our magnets down there. Let's go ahead and take this piece off here, and we're going to tape down. And whenever you put magnets down, you want to make sure you leave enough room up here because we got to seal our paper down. I like to cover magnets. If you don't want to cover your magnets, that's your choice, but, I do. And we're just going to put some glue on this, and we're going to center this. This can be used as a baby book or just a kid's book in general, or anything, really. I'll go through the paper pad more at the end, because you'll get to see a lot of it here, but it's just like baby animals, really cute. Okay, so now we're going to put this to cover all the other magnets, and it's 5.5 by 5.5. 5.5 by 5.5. Okay, so y'all, let's move our magnets. I'm always worried with magnets in the house too. Okay, let's take off. Just want to make sure there was down. Take off the back side of the tape. Come here. Yeah, I could use a pokey tool, but that's why I don't have fingernails, you know, because we just break them. Okay, let's center this down. And like this magnet is going through, this is a 110 pound cardstock, and then it's going through the paper pad, no problem. And I mean, if you don't want to put magnets, you don't have to put magnets. You could just use Velcro, but then your Velcro is also gonna show because you're gonna put the Velcro here, you're gonna put the Velcro here, but you could use Velcro if you want. These magnets, I can't remember offhand, but they weren't that expensive. This is only, I have a whole nother like about this big that came in the pack. So I don't even know how many are in here, but there's quite a bit. Now we're gonna glue that one down like that. I just took this piece of paper and cut it down. Each square is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and that gives me just a little border around. Just a tiny border is all I wanted. Okay, I'm gonna glue that down. Hopefully, I'm just gonna pull it forward. It looks straight. Now on this page, you could also put a pocket if you want, but like I want to leave it so they can put the birth announcement or something. Okay, so that's page 1. Done. Everything's stable now. And then here was just our page that we put down the piece of lace. And now I'm just going to cover the belly band. So we don't need no magnets or anything on this page. So the belly band is 3/4 by 5 1/4. And we are just going to glue that right on there. And you can leave as much of the paper showing as you want. I'm not too particular in it. If it shows, if there's more border around one page than the other, you know, I try not to do too many 8s for you guys. So, you know, sometimes it might be a little bit bigger border because I know a lot of people don't like the 8s. But sometimes I have to do a 1/8 or a 7/8 or something. Okay, so there we go. That was simple. Now this is a flip page that we're going to magnet down to. So we have, I have those 2 magnets in place already. So all we have to do, we are going to put the solid color here. And we are going to put the pattern up. No, yeah, do I want it that way? Yeah, I think that way. I think I want the, oh, let me put it this way. Maybe we want it this way. I think we want it that way. Yeah, we'll see that better. So I already have the magnets in place there. And it'll go right through all these layers, so don't worry about that. So again, I did it the same way. I just put a magnet up here and closed it down and then let it stick down there. Okay, so now we'll put our page down here first. Now you can use either, losing my voice, you can use either side. I like the blue. Blue kind of goes with the other page. Bring it down just a little bit more. And we're going to center this the best we can. Now I don't put like no little photo prompts down or anything like that because people can pick their own size picture. I'm one that like maybe I want a 4x6 on here, but then maybe up here I want a couple 2x3s. So that's why I don't put no photo prompts down. You can give them if you want. I don't have a problem with putting a picture right down on this. But if you want to give, you know, them some paper and they can make their own background for their pictures, they can do that. But for me, I don't mind just putting pictures down like this. And I know who I'm giving this to. Well, it's just fine with that too. I mean, it's hard when you're giving it to somebody else, and I don't like to tell them what size pictures to put down. Now, if they want to give me the pictures back to me, you know, I can put them down for them. I gotta see where my fold is there. Okay. Everything down. Good, good, good. Okay, that page is done. Now this page is our page, the gatefold. Now we don't need no magnets on this page, but we'll finish gluing the stuff down because we have this card that's going to hold everything down. So I already put, on this side I already put, it's 5.5 by 2 3/4. Now you can, 2 3/4? 2.5. 2.5 by 5.5. So you can do, like I said, you can have a little less border if you want around there. I just tried to keep it simple for you guys. So you needed two, I did two, the insides I usually do a plain color because you don't want to waste too much of your, and this isn't going to show anyways. So that's why I went through and just in my cardstock found some papers that matched the paper pack. And then that's what I put kind of on the insides. So on this one I took the stripe page and we're going to put that here. See how the pinks match nicely? So we're going to glue that in there. Just stay away from where your creases are. That's, you know, your folds. Make sure you're in far enough away. Okay, so our inside is done. They can use these sides for journaling, or they can put, you know, decorations on, whatever they want. Okay, so now for the outside, so I'm going to put, you don't have to have a full piece to go all the way in there because it's not going to show anyways. So I just took a piece that's 4 1/4 by 2.5, and we're just going to put it partial way down like that. We're going to line it up to the other one because you don't see anything beyond underneath the pocket anyway, so you don't need to waste too much paper. This was a 40 sheet pack, and I used, I'll show you at the end, but I used pretty much the whole pack. So take that into consideration if you're getting some of those other paper, 6x6 paper packs don't have very much paper in. So I could have went with some more solids in other areas, but I, you know, love this paper pack and I used the whole thing and I didn't care. You know, I wanted as much of this to show as possible. So we're just going to try to keep it even with the one across. And then I took the cardstock that we used, 110-pound cardstock that we used. I have confetti in there from another project. How about that? So, and I cut that 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. Then I layered it. One side I just did the plain color. The other side I took a piece from the paper pack. And that is 5 by 5. And all that does is it slides in there to lock it in. And now it's locked in. If it'll go down below that. There we go. See, now we got another page done. Okay, now on to this page. So this one has a flip and another flip. And take these out of the way. So again, we only need one magnet. One magnet goes through all that. So I put the magnet up here already, trying to save some time. Okay, and then we got this page, no magnet in this page. And we have the magnet on the bottom. Now I already put paper on this one. So first I'll start here. The lid, where's my other piece of paper for my lid? There it is. Okay, so for the lid, the inside of the lid, I chose this one. And I'm going to go with this side. So it is 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. So you needed 2 of them. You need one for the outside. And now I can put one on the back side because I put the magnet down already. So you got your magnet down. So this was like a double flip. Okay, so center that. Okay, and now for these 2 pages, I already put them down because I didn't need no magnets. So you need 2 of them that are 5.5 by 5.25. Okay, 5.25 this way, 5.5 this way. Okay, so I got 2 of them. So now we're going to cover the magnet, and for that sheet I got to make sure which way it's going to go. Yep. Okay, so it's going to go this way. So for that sheet, again, it's 5.5 wide by 5.25 tall. Okay, so let's take that magnet off. Come back here. You can use either side. One side has, you can see it's kind of shiny on one side. There you go. And then this side's flat. But I wanted the brown. I wanted the brown on this one. I'm pretty much using every piece of paper and every side in this album, so you're not losing anything. You will see every piece. Again, just as straight as you can. Don't worry about it. And get a magnet, and it shuts. Stay shut, so you don't have anything flapping around on you. Flap. No, my thing got bent a little bit. Okay, so now we have our waterfall page, and somewhere in here there should be my sheets that I need. Okay, so we put the magnet here first. Okay, keep it down a little ways. So the magnet went here first. Then we put another magnet on top of this like we did earlier. And then we just lay it down. I have another page that we'll be putting magnets in. This one just took forever. Okay. Now we are just going to cover this piece. And the rest are all covered. I covered all of them. I did the plain blue on the inside. They can journal or put pictures down. Okay. And this one I just left plain. You're not really going to see anything. You can put a piece of paper down if you want. But I just left it plain because it's buried anyways. Okay, let's take off the tape here first. And then we'll put our stripe down. And these are 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. You needed 8 of them or 9 if you want to cover that bottom piece. I didn't because I think I also ran out of my blue paper, so I'm like I had to use it somewhere else. So. Okay, and now I got the outside done, and now I want to cover the inside of the magnet. So same thing, take off that, and this piece is 1 inch by 3 3/4. For me, this project just seems like it's been going on and on because I have to design it first. Get off of there. Design it first, then I have to do the video for you guys. Oh no, stay. So it seems like it's just been taking me forever to get this project done. And we got that magnet in there. Okay, on to our next page. So we got all them done. Like I said, our next album, we're going to do the pages out of the book. For the beginners, I wanted to do the pages in the book so you guys don't get your pages all mixed up, upside down, everything else. So this one, okay, all we did, we put that back piece down and we put a pocket in. Okay, we are going to put a magnet down. So we'll show you on a magnet again. So that's why I didn't do anything here. So first, we want another good magnet here. And we're going to grab a piece of tape. Okay, again, we're just going to put our magnet, you know, as close to center as you possibly can. Don't worry about it. Okay, I want another piece of tape and another magnet. They are strong. On your sticky side, add your magnet, just like that. Okay, and then it'll find itself. Okay, and then we are just going to lay that. I'm going to pull the book up. So it can go down naturally. Perfect. Stick the tape down. Okay, now I'm going to turn it this way a little bit. We're going to take that tape off. All right, this one I'm just going to put, because it's on the back side, we're just going to put the plain blue. And that's going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, center that. You want to stay away from your little fold there. Okay. Rub it down really good around the magnet. It's a little harder when it's in the book to get everything smashed down, but it works. Okay, I'll take the tape off of here. And like that side with that. So this piece is 2 1/4 by 4 3/4. Albums are a big project. I made a couple albums already on my channel. Some of them are lot smaller than this, so go back and look for them if you're really a beginner. This is a little bit more advanced, but still an easy album to put together. I'm just showing you lots of different pages and lots of different designs so that you don't have to do the same old page. Okay, I almost pulled that off. This is the page we turn. And we're not going to put no magnet. We're just going to finish up. I did the whole inside. I did the purple. And the only mistake I made on this one is I should have put my little side panels down first, then put my sheet over. I put my sheet down first, and I needed to put these flaps down first. But that's okay. You just have a little extra border. You can take some of your extra strips and cover that if you don't like it, but it's not going to show that much anyways. Okay, so now I just got to cover that little door, and that side is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and we're going to make sure we do the right side that matches that, and get my bees the right way. Little bees in there, I didn't want them upside down. Okay, and line it up. Okay. Oh, and then I put it on wrong anyways. Okay. We want that look, I guess. And then this just slides back, okay? And you could have put a magnet if you want, but I find it sits okay, so you don't need to have a magnet. But if you want to put a magnet, you could put a magnet there before you put it down, but you don't need a magnet there, you know. Okay, so this page is a flip and a flip, and we will put a magnet in this one, so we're going to put a magnet there. Okay, so we'll put our magnet here and here. It takes a lot of magnets, so if you don't want to use a lot of magnets, there's other places you can save on your magnets, or like I said, you can use Velcro, or you don't have to do anything. Once your book is closed, it's going to be fine anyways. So, I mean, you wouldn't have to do anything anyways. I didn't, at my first few albums, I never used any kind of closures. Okay, and then we're just going to put that one on. And it's not the right way, so we got to flip it over. I'll try again. There we go. Magnets have a mind of their own. Okay, so let's put down, I'm going to make sure I have, these should be the same size, yep. So these are 5 1/2 by 5 1/4. And I believe I want this one down here. This one's going to go up here. And this is 110 pound cardstock. So the magnets are just fine. They go through all that. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to put this one down. I just want to make sure I have it the right way. And let's see. This one's got kind of like glitter on it. Can you see? So I'm going to put the glitter side up. This side, the cupcakes are smaller. This side, a little bit bigger with the glitter on the top. So let's see if I can do the right side this time. Woohoo! Glue bottle wants to. You know, I'm overworking my glue bottle. It says, "We're done, lady. You've been using me too much." That's why I have more than one glue bottle, because. Okay. Now we got that one. Lots of places to put pictures. Now this one, I already have magnet down. So this one we have a little booklet inside. And so all those sheets were 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. And again, here I didn't put nothing down. I just left it. It's almost all going to get covered. Okay, and then for the cover, the outside cover is 1 3/4 by, find the end here, 4 1/2. And then we already have the magnet down here, so we're going to put just a green one here, up here. And if we did the pages out of the book, it would be easier to show you. I can't get the whole book in my screen. But that'll be our next album. I don't want to confuse my new crafters any more than I get confused sometimes. Okay. Okay. So then we're going to put this piece on now. And this piece is, let's do the right side, 4 1/2 by 3 3/4. And you know, you can measure these yourself, because you might not want no border, so just measure yourself. And if you don't want any border at all, it's, you know, 4 3/4 by 4. So I'm just doing, you know, what I'm doing. You can do your own measurements to see how you like to lay everything in there. Do you want a border? Do you not want a border? You know, sometimes, you know, when you're new, you don't want to figure out, you know, taking a 1/4 inch off and stuff like that. So just do it the same size as your layout. Okay. And magnet that all down. It's a chunky book. This is a chunky one. I'm you know, it's chunky. I like chunky books. Okay, this one opens 4 ways. And I already have the magnet down on both sides. And then it'll close up like that. So what do we have here? So here we're going to put, I think I'll put this side, because we used this side on the other one. And I have that for the bottom. And I believe it's 5 1/2 by 5, no, 5 1/4 by 5 1/2. So let's see. Okay. 5 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is probably the last album I'm going to do where I'm, you know, cutting things out as we go, because that just gets too, you know, I'm just going to have everything written up and I'm going to have everything cut out already and we're going to assemble. This is a 4-part video. You know, Jennifer's got to edit all this. And that's because in the other videos we cut as we went along. So I'll have everything cut out. I'll have everything labeled. And we're just going to go from there. Okay, let me turn this way. I just wanted to do one more album for new crafters. As much as start from finish as possible. I think I might do like an 8x10 album next, and it won't be as many pages, but it's going to be some more interactive, some different interactive pages. I think a pop-up page I think I'm going to have on that one. Okay. And you can cross over either way you want. See there, I did 2 different papers. No big deal. It doesn't really matter. Put down whatever paper you have left, because towards the end, you know, I'm getting down to just pieces of paper because I was running out of paper. I'm going to put this one down. I wanted to make this book as big as I could for the new baby. So they have lots and lots of room to put stuff. Okay. Now this one. Take the 2 pieces out. This one, we put the magnet on the back of this little piece. And the magnet here. So it's going to close like that. Okay. So the inside pieces again, these 2 side pieces are 2.5 by 5.5. And then this inside piece, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna use the light again there. And I think it's 5.5 by 5.5. Now I used 110-pound cardstock for all the inside pieces because I didn't have enough colors that I needed in my 65-pound. So if you'd use a 65-pound paper, it won't be quite as bulky. But I had to use 110-pound because I didn't have the colors I needed in my. I don't do a lot. I have 65-pound, but I mostly keep 110-pound in stock. So. But I have 65-pound, but I didn't have a lot of colors that I needed. Okay, so now we can do this side. And what do I have on that one? The big cupcakes? Okay. So that is 2.5 by 5.5. And take the tape off for the magnet there. I promise I'll get better. Albums are still a struggle for me to show on camera. Still a struggle for me. I'll eventually get better with the albums. Okay. Okay, for now this piece, for the square, for on the back, I wasn't going to put a whole square. So I only did to cover that up the magnet. That's all you need to do is just cover your magnet, okay? So this piece here is 1 1/8 by 2 1/4. I know I had to get an 1/8 in there for you guys, but couldn't help it. Can't always help it. I do my best. Oops, take the tape off. Don't worry if you forget to take the tape off. You know, I have. Don't worry about it. You're still putting glue over the top. It's not a big deal. And you have the tape holding it down already, so. And that is the end of the book. And that is how chunky it is. Okay. Which you still have plenty of room to put stuff in because I'm actually, you know. Now let's do okay, put our back piece on. And I chose this one, but I struggled with which side I want to show. I think I'm going to do this side because it's kind of that glossy surface. So it might be a little bit washable. And this should be, I don't know if I have to cut this one down yet. Yeah, I have to cut this one down. Do I want to do 3/4? Do I want a little border or a big border? I think I'm going to go 3/4. I think just a little border. Okay. So let's go 5 3/4 on this one. Five 3/4. And I'm not doing any closure because I'm just going to wrap ribbon around it. But I want to get some ribbon to kind of match the baby shower and stuff. So until, you know, I kind of want to use something, if I can use something from the baby shower, I'm going to do that. Or I'll find some other ribbon. But I'm just going to take some ribbon and put around it. Maybe a couple different ribbons. So that's why I'm not doing anything for closure. The next one I'll have an actual closure. But this one, because I already have something in mind for someone, we are not going to do it yet. Okay, so now we need a little piece for here. I'm going to cut that one, the blue. Well, let's do the blue. And this piece is 2 1/4 by 6. Do I want 6? Oh, this is just an extra piece. I got to cut it yet. Okay, so we want to go 1 3/4 by 5 3/4. Five 3/4 by 1 3/4. That's because, you know, I was just grabbing all my scraps and seeing what I can use again. Okay. We're getting there, guys. But you can also, you know, add some charms to the side. Whatever, you can decorate your album any way you want. I'm just giving you the basic cover, okay? Now for my cover, I did something. Let me see. I took this page here. And then the cover is the same way, but the cover is glossy. So I cut some of the different animals out. So that's what I did here. So I cut the bird out and popped it up. I cut this piece out, which is right there. Popped it up. See the difference in how they look? And then I did this bird here, popped it up. And I popped all of them in different dimensions so that it would look, different dimensions on a page in that one. So now I have these. And the reason I cut it out on this side, because I screwed up the first time when I cut it out. So I had to cut my other pack. But that's okay. So now I just fussy cut out the donkey and the deer. I'm going to put that right on top of here. I think this is 2 layers. And all I do is use cardstock. So keep your scrap cardstock or chipboard. So any scrap chipboard I had left over from doing this, that's what I use for my backings. For on the covers, it makes it sturdier. So we're just going to take, and I'm going to glue this right over the other one. So put some glue down. Just give it some dimension. Now let's see if I can line this up on, take it off the book so I'm not seeing the book. And hopefully I'm lining it up okay. I want to get the deer there. Okay. And my bunny, I have on 3 layers. The bunny's gonna go right here. So he looks like he's just standing over the deer. I'll bring it up closer when we're done. I want to make sure. So put your pieces on different levels. I like this cover, this pattern, and I was like, I didn't want to ruin it. Now the reason I'm leaving the middle open is they can put in there the baby's name if they want right on the front. So I'm leaving that middle open for them. And they can just put the baby's name right there. I think that'll be really pretty. Okay, so then I took the basket and I cut the basket out too. Because I wanted to give it more dimension than just cutting this whole piece out. So I cut the basket out separate. And that one I put on 4 layers. So we got 4 layers for the basket, and it's going to fit right in here. I just like to give, you know, the things a little dimension. You don't want things on your cover that are going to get too wrecked. The cover is going to get used a lot. Okay, so now see all the different dimension. There you go. On everything. And I like that glossy paper. Doesn't that look better than this, the faded out? The colors look so much better. So you look at your covers, use your cover. You know, yes, there was things inside, but that's okay. I just love the color, and I wanted the cover, and I wanted to use as much of the elements as I could. So now, make sure everything's glued down. We are just going to put this on top. Glue that on top like that. And that is as far as all we're going to do, because I have to wait for ribbon and stuff. Don't want to move those pieces too much. And there is the album. We'll go do a quick run through with it again, and hopefully I won't lose nothing. Okay. Like I said, you could do more to it. You could decorate. I was going to put one of these wooden animals like they were in the background, but these really don't work. They're bigger than the animals because this is a 6x6 pack. So that would work fine on your 12x12 packs. All right. So again, you got the inside cover. You can put a pocket in there, or you know, a gatefold or something like that. But I want to leave it. They can write, you know, put a birth announcement, put the baby's newborn picture, whatever. Then we have this page that opens all. So they can put like little 2x2 pictures, 2x3, whatever those are. A big picture here. So you can kind of use it. You have plenty of room to use it for every month of the year. You can get that many pictures in. Just your belly band. Now remember, all of them have, and I have a card in there, but I'm not going to give them, all of them have pockets on the side. So each one of these pages are a pocket. If I can get a hold of the page. Each one of them are pockets. You got 6 pockets that they can store stuff in. I am just going to give it to them. I don't think I'm going to put the card in there. I think I'm just going to leave it open, and they can put extra pictures and stuff like that in. They can put their cards in, little cards that people give them. They can shove in here. I think that would be a good spot for those. All the little the little welcome cards that everybody sends. So I think I'm just going to leave those and not put these in. But you can definitely do that. So you got your belly band where they can just slide in, you know, stuff into the belly band. You know, they can just slide it in. Pictures or another card or whatever, they can slide in. Then you have this one that just opens. And you see, like I said, lots and lots of room for pictures. And then you got the gatefold. This gatefold. And you put the card in there. And then you have the double flip. 2 flip. Double flip. And then you have the waterfold. You got plenty of spaces on there for pictures. Like I said, if you have extra paper, put one down. It doesn't have to, it doesn't show. And then we have this one that opens, and then you have a pocket there. Little pocket. Plenty of room for pictures. And then on this side, you have the slide. And you could have put this on a cardstock. And then it opens. And you could magnet it down, Velcro it down, leave it down, take it off, whatever. That's, you know, your choice what you want to do on that. And then this one is an up and down flip. And magnets. Then we have the little envelope with the little book inside. And this one. Now I have a lot of spaces like that, which doesn't bother me, but you could take all your little scraps. Now remember, this is a pretty big one, took a lot of paper, so I didn't really have much for scraps left, so I kind of let it go. I think it's gorgeous the way it is. And then that's the end of that book. So, like I said, this has 40 pages in it. And I used every one of them from my other one. So keep that in mind when you're doing that. Like, I don't know, like a 12 by 12. I mean, this was a pretty big one I made, but like I said, I wanted them to have lots of room for, you know, so you're going to need more. So you might need 2 books. You might need, you know, like I said, 40 pages I used, but there's areas that you could have used just plain paper. I didn't have to use here. I could have used plain paper on all the backs. I didn't have to use the designer paper. You could just use plain paper on all those. You know, like I did here, just use the plain. If you can find enough in your stash that matches the colors, you don't have to have. I could have just put plain paper in there too, since, you know, this is my focal point right here anyways. And once they put a picture in there, you're not going to see much of that in anyway. So that's up to you how you want to decorate it, what you want to use for paper. I mostly wanted to show you different pages, different ways you can make different pages. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is a long series. It took me a while. And now poor Jennifer's got to edit all these 4 parts. And I don't know if she'll edit much out, but I hope you guys enjoy this. And I will be working on, I think it's going to be an 8 by 10 one, but it's only going to have, I think, like 4 pages in it. But it's going to have a lot of interactive stuff. But if there is a size album or a different type album you guys want me to do, just leave it in the comments. I'm always willing to make something for you guys. So just let me know. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one.